Welcome to another episode of my Motortown playthrough. Today we are back at my brand new property. Construction has already begun and we are required to supply some of the resources here. I think we are going to start with that today, but there's also a few other things to do, and one of which is I want to sort my inventory out, and especially with all of these building blueprints. They need a more permanent place to stay. I don't like them being in my Brutus Wrecker, even though it has a lot of space for it. So I think it's a good idea to get another thing out where they can stay for the long haul. Because while I want to eventually use all of these, I don't think I currently have space for 4 different houses. So we are going over to the heavy duty dealership once more, and I'm going to spawn in a trailer. I got most of the important ones quite a while ago. I still need to make a few episodes about different ones, but I haven't gotten around to it. And today I'm going to show you guys my own Lomax. It's nothing special in terms of how it's painted and all of that. I just got it loaded up with a few things here and lowered it to the ground. Also bought the optional ramp here in order to get vehicles up to the front. It's still not amazing for most transportation jobs here, at least not for regular cars, since it's made for heavy duty vehicles with a bit more ground clearance. On smaller or lower to the ground vehicles, you're often ending up just getting some damage in which you don't want. Also, I just remember that I really want another trailer right here. What was it? The Tenko 40. Yeah. Because this one has a special property and I don't know if I'm able to buy the thing that I want. It has a third utility option. Oh, that just costs 3k, and yeah, I think for this occasion I'll buy it. The thing about it is that it's a rather small box compared to the ones in the back. These can hold 5 items each, so we have one on each side, while this one has a capacity of 8. I mean, I think that's 8 if... let me check. Is it 8 on each side or 8 in total? I think it's 8 in total. Which, considering its weight of 80 kilograms, is not that effective. So yeah, 8 items in total, so never mind the price. The price is absolutely absolutely okay. You're paying, or basically it's weighing 10 kilograms per item slot, while the other ones are much lighter for what you're getting. So this one's 10 kilograms and 5 items, so that's only 2 kilograms per item slot, and yeah, that's not ideal, not amazing, but I think for what we have here, it's gonna... It didn't really react before. Maybe I just got it wrong because it didn't show me the thing working. But yeah, let's just put all of these in here. I'll double check that it's still the same stuff here. Yeah, that's just the same no matter from which side you look at it. Which is a bit weird in my opinion. But I guess it also makes some sense. You of course buy the smaller boxes first, and then if you really want to maximize your space then, or your capacity for items, then you're gonna go for the big one. Maybe it's also lowering the center of mass a bit. I think that might help. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's where I'm going to be storing all of these items, and it's gonna be useful at some point. Now to another thing. Initially I want to do something else now, but looking at my money that I have right now, yeah, that's likely not gonna happen. Oh wait, I don't want to despawn it quite yet. I need to get my items back. We need these quite often. Okay, despawn now. And yeah, I think we are going to start with sand delivery, and for that we need the dumpy. I'm going to rent it out despite that also not being a cheap option. Maybe it would have been a better idea just getting the stuff directly at the drop point and just pairing the ownership share. Now let's see, where is the next construction site? This is a farm. This is where we need to deliver some sand in order to make the concrete. Is there still a construction site over here somewhere? Not anywhere here. This one. Yeah, that will do. I used to be one at one of the harbor entrances, and I was just thinking about that one the entire time, but that's very long gone. I'll also just quickly refresh the buses, because they need to keep making money for me if I want to do the last thing that I had on my list for today. I talked at length about a vehicle that I want to buy for the burger deliveries, and I actually wanted to get it today, but we need a few more $1,000. That's a start. And I don't want to make the trip over to the bank for that. I mean, that's still a viable option, but it's such a minor amount. I think we can just earn it. But it's also gonna be kind of funny here, because I have an idea on what I want to do with that vehicle in order to upgrade it. I want to buy it, go broke, and then basically use it to make the money back in order to buy its upgrades. And I think that should be viable, only doing burger deliveries, so we can, in one episode, start using the car and also getting enough money with it in order to make everything work out and just get the upgrades it needs in order to perform much better. So it will just be evolving from completely stock to fully upgraded and absolutely amazing in one episode. That is the plan right now. Knowing my plans and my capabilities, it might not work out that way, but well, this is at least what I have in mind. Also, thankfully, it's a cheap car, so I don't need too much money. I just need 8k in order to make everything work. But without that, it's yeah, it's not gonna work with any less. Oh, there's a getaway vehicle here, which would get me like 10k if I deliver it. It's basically a little police chase. You don't want to be caught, but if you just deliver the vehicle to its destination without the police getting you, then you should be making quite a bit of money. And yeah, this is the special thing, because now we can take stuff to our building construction site, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to load up the truck and we are going to make our way back here. I actually wasn't really planning on already using the dumpy and mixie. I don't know if you're gonna get to the mixie this episode, but yeah. In the end, I thought it would be a good idea to finally get a property by this point, and everything else kind of went from there. I don't know. Oh god. Almost tipped it. Could already feel the left wheels losing grip to the ground. That's not having ground contact at all anymore. So overall, when it comes to the new construction site and everything we do on there, I think it's a good idea to go back and forth to and from that, just every other episodes or so, just doing a few things with it here and there. But in the end, I don't want to completely dedicate the entire time to just dealing with that. You can do all types of stuff. You can buy furniture and really go ham on the interior. I want to show you guys stuff like that in an episode, but for me it's not really the main focus. So maybe having like 1 or 2 episodes where I do stuff with it is kinda nice. But in the end, right now, the buildings are kinda lacking a bit of utility in order to make them interesting in the long run. Also, I'm a bit worried about the rent that I need to pay here. 450 um, coins or credits, whatever, at this point is a bit on the steep side if I want to buy another vehicle by the end of the episode. I mean, this should still pay decently well. It's a bit weird getting payment for the construction site that's on your own ground and building your own garage and getting paid for that. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. I mean, overall, I'm still very much amazed at this entire mechanic. You go to a vendor, buy your own blueprint, or just buy a blueprint in general, just buy a property, put down the house, and it's not even just completely built up or anything. It's something where you need to make your own deliveries. I know that for the old residential options, like your starter house, that kinda house model, that was not available. I don't know if you have to do the same thing for any new kind of building. So this might be a one-off thing that we need to do. But we'll find out at some point. I think I may be a bit too far behind. Yeah. Okay, we are hitting the spot. We are getting paid. This is alright. I think with... I can lower it again. With the garbage truck it was a bit clearer where it needed to go because the collection box was a bit bigger. But this worked out. We already have enough money, so nothing really to worry about. Apart from the vehicle apparently not going where it needs to. So yeah, this is already a huge step forward. And you know what, I'm gonna be a bit cheeky here. I don't think I'll be doing the second delivery today. I'll just be getting on my way and buying another car. So let's see if we can get rid of this car before it needs another refresh on the on the rent that we need to pay. So just gonna go summon vehicle and despawn it. Yeah, that worked out nicely. So what we are going to do now is we are going to take a decently fast vehicle because I need to go somewhere. You know what, let's just take the Voltex. It's not completely done yet, but I think it's worth showing off. Again, in the long run I have plans for this, but I need more money. And since this doesn't make me any money or give me any real thing apart from an optional vehicle to have a bit of fun with, I don't have highest priority for this one, so everything being done to this is gonna take a while. Typical side project vehicle. But it's kind of funny because we are now going to a place where I'm going to buy the next vehicle that I'll be needing. And that might actually make enough money to get this thing off the ground. It may not. I don't know. Depends on where my priorities are going to lie. Well, it's definitely fast enough to get a wanted level already, which is nice. I mean, not nice that I'm now being hunted by the police, but nice that it's at least performing decently well. So yeah, the more I drive this car, the more I gain confidence that this was a worthwhile investment. Almost sandwiched myself between my own company buses. That would have been a lot of damage. But yeah, I think this is still the stock engine, of course turbo upgraded, but apart from that, I mean, it's going, and it's going pretty well. So I want to show you guys a few things today. And I think we are going to leave this car right here and switch over to something else. Because that's gonna help us with our task at hand now. Let me present to you guys the Kira Rollback Tow. Color scheme still work in progress, but I just kinda like the idea. I don't think it's looking quite as nice as I hoped it would be. I think I need to do something more with the black front face now in order to make that make sense. But yeah, I got this a while ago after I did the review on all the stuff that's available at the heavy duty dealership. And what can I say? I played around with the mechanic a few times and I kinda fell in love. This is a fantastic vehicle. There are a few minor things that I would like to see tweaked about it, but overall, this is amazing. I just love the more mechanically complex vehicles that have such intricate functions like this one. And we are going to take it to the location of our new vehicle to pick it up and bring it over to Jeju. Oh god. Oh god, that was not a good idea. I should have either hit the brakes or went to the left. I thought I could, yeah, make the gap, but it didn't really work out. But yeah, here we are. This is going to be our new vehicle. And since it's once again a bit more remote than a lot of other stuff, and also a very slow thing to begin with, I wanted to just take the rollback truck and get it that way. I already brought it over to Gangyang one time just to test out its capacity. And this is one that can actually carry up to 3 burgers, and That certainly isn't a lot. It's gonna be enough for me. It's gonna help me out quite a lot. And just so that you know what we are dealing with right now, I'll be driving this around this entire little settlement here for a lap, and I think you'll already see what's going on here. So yeah, this is going to be my dedicated burger delivery vehicle. I was looking for something that maybe had a tiny bit more capacity, maybe like 4 or 5 burgers, but yeah, it also need to fit through the door, and there really aren't any vehicles that seem to be doing all of the things. So I went with this one, and we are going to do a live upgrade thing in a few episodes maybe. Just seeing how we can deliver stuff with it being stock, and then yeah, getting a few upgrades along the way from the money that we are making with the job, and then just continuing the entire thing, spiraling out of control and ending up with hopefully something that's a lot quicker than this. I mean, even just getting one of the smaller, shittier engines is still better than what it has right now. I don't think I'll be upgrading this one past i4 engines, so that's gonna be a good old 4-cylinder inline engine. Of course, turbocharged, ready for racing events, and basically the same category as my Mickey, but not off-road ready. I want to go low to the ground, get the wheels out very wide if it doesn't look too silly on the back wheels with arch covers. And we'll see what we can do with it. I think it's one of the lightest vehicles in the game. And yeah, I should definitely tilt this up as well. I think usually we'll start by tilting the thing up and then roll the cargo bed back down. But yeah, this is basically rolling out the yellow and black carpet here. And yeah, cargo strapping it on. Just like that. And now we can get everything back up and running. Eventually I want to also make a full episode for the Kira Tobek truck, but right now this is gonna have to do. I love the vehicle, but the mechanics are a bit slow in the long run, so yeah, I've used it a few times. It's fun. But I think this already gives you the gist of basically everything, how it's going to work. And yeah, that's basically it. We are going to bring it back to Jeju and maybe do another delivery using the borrowed truck or something. But yeah, this car is not going to see any upgrades until it's earning them itself. Maybe I'll repaint it, that's something that I can do, but nothing in terms of performance. I think overall it would be a good idea to even do that on screen. Might be a crazy episode, but I'm kinda down for it. This would have also been an interesting starter car if I wanted to go that direction. But I'm kinda basically doing the same thing now, just getting broke first, and yeah, of course I'll have premium burgers available for myself. If I did something like this at the beginning of a playthrough, it would have likely gone a bit slower than what it's gonna be with yeah, the premium stuff already available. So let me just repair my towback truck here. This is kind of fun. And yeah, I think this will be it for this episode. I'll just unload it real quick. As I said, it's a bit on the slow side. I already made a few suggestions about it. I mean, I absolutely love this car, but I mean the towback truck that is. But that doesn't mean that it's perfect, and it still has potential. Especially right now, from what I've seen. First up, the vehicle isn't really towed or really stuck down here completely solid. I don't mind there being a bit of suspension play, but at least the wheels should be stuck in place on the cargo bed. And also the cargo bed itself and the tiltable structure here, they are not solidly attached to the car. They have a bit of wiggle room, and especially on multiplayer, there have been a few instances where things have gone crazy because of that. Because it's basically three independent structures that are acting on their own instead of acting like one single thing. So I would love for them to, yeah, if you just have it in its most forward position here, that everything just clicks together and is all frozen to the car. Or to the truck, I mean. Just so that it doesn't go crazy or anything. But yeah, that's our Defi unloaded. Again, not gonna upgrade it here. We are going to see it in another episode, and I'm really looking forward to that. But that will be it from my end for this episode. Thanks for watching, and as always, let me know what you think about all of this. What you want to see what you want to see come out first. What I should be focusing on in the near future, and anyways, have a good one. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.